Kurinji Senior Secondary School, CBSE, Namakkal.
Successful result producing school in state every year.
Administered by the Board of Directors with over 35 years of experience in the teaching field.
Special attention on art, craft, music, dance, silambam, yoga, skating and karate.
Focus on Hindi Sabha and Spell Bee Olympiad exams.
Smart class for effective and innovative learning and well-furnished library.
Solitary importance on sports and games in state and national level.
WhatsApp facilities to know activities of students and school inside the campus.
NEET, JEE, IIT coaching experts from Rajasthan and Andhra Pradesh along with our effective teachers.
Admission registration for classes LKG to +2.
Kurinji Educational Institution, Kavetipatti, Namakkal. Admission in progress. CBSE, KG to 12, contact 9025895176. Metric 6 to 12, contact 9344567484. For online admission, log on to www.kurinjischoolnkl.com.
Hi students, in this session we are going to discuss examples of dative bonds or coordinate covalent bond. So both of them same, the dative bonds are coordinate covalent bond, both of same. So now see here H3O plus ion, it's nothing but hydronium ion, and NaH3BF3 ammonia boron trifluoride, and N2O nitrous oxide, and O3 ozone, and NH4 plus ammonium ion. Already in my last class I draw the structure of the NH4 plus. Now in this session we are going to discuss remaining examples of coordinated covalent bond or dative bond, that is H3O plus, NH3BF3, N2O and O3. You know that very well. What is a dative bond and what is a coordinate covalent bond? Coordinate covalent bond means if two atoms are approaching to each other in the bonding, one atom ready to donate the one lone pair of electron to the another atom, so that another atom has empty orbital, so they are ready to receiving the electron from the first atom. So that is a basic reason, that's why his bond name is a dative bond. Dative bond is nothing but one atom is ready to donate the electron to another atom, but another atom ready to accept the electron, it has empty orbital. So without empty orbital they are not accepted the electron. That's why my dear students, whenever two atoms are involved in the dative bond or coordinated covalent bond, one atom is compulsory donated the lone pair of electron. That lone pair of electron is also satisfied with the octet rule. The first atom already satisfied, along with the extra lone pair of electron is there. That's why the first atom is donated to electron to the second atom. But the second atom suffering of deficiency of the octet rule, that's why it has a empty orbital. It can easily to accept the electron from the first atom. This process is nothing but dative bond or coordinated covalent bond. Now I am explain right now H3O plus, NH3BF3, N2O, O3 and NH4 plus. So now see here, okay ma? Now see here example. First example is the hydronium ion, H3O plus. Actually H3O plus is a updated water molecule, H3O plus. So actually this is a water molecule. You know that very well, the oxygen electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p4. 1s2, 2s2, 2p4, it means 6 valence electron present in the last shell. 6 valence electron present in the last shell. So, இப்போ என்னாச்சு, 2 lone pair of electrons, 2 electrons are bonded with one hydrogen and one more hydrogen. So now here see carefully, in the water molecule, oxygen to hydrogen, 2 bonds are there, but the 2 bonds are covalent bond. But now this water molecule treated with proton H plus is a deficiency of the electron. Appo in this lone pair of electron directly migrated to the H plus, hence H3O plus. This is in this molecule, listen my dear students carefully, in this molecule H3O plus ion, hydronium ion, 2 covalent bonds two covalent bond, one dative bond is there. One dative bond is there. So now see here, one lone pair of electron donated to the H plus, but that lone pair of electron mutually sharing of the oxygen and hydrogen. So oxygen only to donated the lone pair of electron to the H plus. After that only lone pair of electron is a mutual sharing of the oxygen and H. So that is a basic reason important in dative bonds or coordinated covalent bond. One atom is completely donated lone pair of electron to the second atom, but in between of the first and second atom, that lone pair of electron is shared, mutually shared, not a second atom electron. It's A atom donated lone pair of electron to the B, but ultimately A to B sharing of the electron from the A electrons. That is A electron. A donated one lone pair of electron to the B, but ultimately A and B mutually sharing of that lone pair of electron. So this is called dative bond. And the best example in H3O plus. H3O plus showing covalent bond as well as coordinate covalent bond. Now see here, oxygen, actually here in this picture, one lone pair of electron down is there, one more lone pair of electron top is there. This lone pair of electron to transfer the hydrogen, hence to form dative bond. This represented, this arrow mark is represented dative bond. So this dative bond mutually sharing in between of the oxygen to hydrogen. So this is the most important. So hence H plus na. So that's this ion name is hydronium ion. In the my question right now, my dear students, in hydronium ion, what kind of the bonds are present? Covalent bond is present and dative bond or coordinate covalent bond. Covalent bond in between of the oxygen to two hydrogen and along with one lone pair of electron, and dative bond is present in oxygen to 1/3 hydrogen. Clear ma? So next one, the second example is ammonia boron trifluoride. Ammonia boron trifluoride also showing coordinated covalent bond. Now see here, nitrogen atomic number 5. So nitrogen atomic number is 7. Valence electrons are 5. So 1s2, 2s2, 2p3. 1s2, 2s2, 2p3. It means 5 valence electrons are present in the nitrogen. Out of the 5 valence electron, one lone pair of electrons are there. Remaining 3 electrons are bonded with 3 hydrogen. So now this is ammonia. Ammonia is ready to donated lone pair of electron because of extra lone pair of electrons are there here. But in the boron trifluoride, so boron trifluoride empty orbital is there. One empty orbital is there. Upon NiHe, this lone pair of electron is donated to the boron trifluoride. Hence the bond here, nitrogen positive charge is there and BF3 negative charge is there. Why NH3 plus? Because nitrogen donated lone pair of electron to the BF3. Now in between of the ammonia or BF3 dative bond is formed. So here also, my dear student, listen carefully. In case of BF3, need 2 electron to completed octet configuration. That's why it's a acceptor. NH3 BF3 lo, BF3 is the acceptor, NH3 is a donor. Electron donor is a NH3 from nitrogen lone pair of electron donated to the BF3. Now BF3 is acceptor, ready to accepting the electron. That's why it has one empty orbital. So ultimately in between of the NH3 to BF3, one dative bond is formed. In between of the nitrogen to boron, but already ammonia has some covalent bonds in between of the nitrogen to hydrogen. So now see, this is the structure, NH3 dative bond with BF3. Now here covalent bond is there and dative bonds are there. So 2 covalent bond, here this side 3 covalent bond, here 3 covalent bond. So nitrogen to boron, one dative bond is there. So ammonia boron trifluoride is also the best example of covalent bond combinations with the coordinate covalent bond. That's why it's considered as a best example of dative bond. But it has two different type of the bond along with dative bond. Additionally, covalent bonds also present here. Next, third example. In the third example, best example is a ozone. So in the ozone, first of all, two oxygen molecule has double bonded. You know that very well. One oxygen has two lone pair of electron. One more oxygen is also two lone pair of electron. Remaining two electron bonded with each other. One is a sigma bond, one more is a pi bond. Upon this molecular form of the oxygen bonded with single oxygen. Why? Because single oxygen has only 6 electrons. It's the deficiency of the octet rule. That's why from here one lone pair of electron donated to the third oxygen, hence this kind of bond is formed. Now see, this oxygen to this oxygen double bond. After that, this oxygen to this oxygen, one dative bond is formed. Here also, my dear student, covalent bond and additionally dative bonds also there. Dative bond is also there. Now N2O, nitrous oxide. Here nitrogen to nitrogen triple bond is there. Each and every nitrogen atom, because triple bond means here 1, 2, 3 electron along with this one lone pair of electron. Here 5 electrons are there. Similarly, in this nitrogen side, 3 electron along with one lone pair. Here 5 electrons are there. So nitrogen to nitrogen molecule triple bonds along with one lone pair of electron. Ipo or oxygen bonded with nitrogen molecule, nitrogen donated one lone pair of electron to the oxygen, hence dative bond is formed. Now this one is N triple bond N is great. This is the dative bond with the oxygen. These are the best examples of the dative bond. What are the examples of dative bond? NH4 plus H3O plus NH3BF3, ammonia boron trifluoride and nitrous oxide and ozone. But my dear students, here important point is actually 3 different type of bonds are there. Ionic bond, covalent bond, coordinate covalent bond. But some of the molecule only show either ionic bond or covalent bond or dative bond. But some molecules are showing combinations of the bond. It's nothing but some molecules show both dative bond and covalent bond. Some molecules are ionic bond or covalent bond. Some molecules are ionic bond and dative bond. So some special molecules are showing alternate bonds in one molecule. So now here I mentioned very clearly, some molecules are some example for compounds with more than one type of the bond. Example C, sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide and sodium carbonate. Sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide and sodium carbonate. These 3 salts, generally these are the salts, NaOH base, KOH base, N2CO3 is a salt. So these compounds are the combinations of ionic and covalent. So inside of the sodium hydroxide and KOH and Na2CO3, 2 different type of the bonds are there. Number 1, ionic bonds are there and also covalent bonds are there. So now example here NaOH. So Na 11 total electrons are 11. 11 means 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s1. So that one electron is there in the valency shell. If the sodium loses that one electron to become a neon configuration, that's why that one electron is donated to the oxygen. Now in NaOH, sodium to oxygen, ionic bonds are there, and similarly oxygen to hydrogen, covalent bonds are there. That's why, my dear students, so sodium hydroxide and KOH and Na2CO3 are the best examples of ionic and as well as the covalent behavior. And additional examples also there, see here. Carbon monoxide, ammonia boron trifluoride, CONH3 taken 3, trichloro ammonia cobalt trichloroammonium cobalt. So this is these three examples, CO, NH3BF3, CO, NH thrice, Cl3. These three examples are the combination of the covalent bond and dative bond. Write down, man, this is the most important example. So covalent bond, dative bonds are present. Now we will take NH3BF3, both kind of bonds are there, like covalent bond and dative bond. Now see here, next one more example, third one, ammonium chloride, copper sulfate, potassium ferrocyanide and copper ammonium sulfate. So here cobalt ammonium chloride. So here ammonium chloride, copper sulfate, potassium ferrocyanide and copper ammonium tetraammonium sulfate. These are also the combination of three. Three means ionic is there, covalent is there, dative bond is there. So romba important thambi this one, because of some molecules are showing three different type of the bonding. So covalent bond, ionic bond and also coordinated covalent bond. The best example here, ammonium chloride. Now see carefully, NH3, this is NH3. After H plus added na, up NH nitrogen to first three hydrogen covalent bonds are there. Nitrogen to first three hydrogen sharing of electron covalent bonds are there. That's why I mentioned very clearly here, covalent bonds are there. And nitrogen to this hydrogen dative bonds are there. So this is NH4 plus. After that, this complete species again bonded with chlorine. So ionic bonds formed. So ultimately ammonium chloride, three different type of the bonds are there. Not only ammonium chloride, copper sulfate, potassium ferrocyanide, copper tetraammonium sulfate. These are also three bonds are there. Number one, ionic bond. Number two, covalent bond. Number three, dative bond. So okay ma. So this is the important examples of three different kind of the categories of the bonding. Okay, now KOH. KOH is also best example of ionic bond and as well as a covalent bond. Ionic bond and as well as a covalent bond. Now see here, K to oxygen ionic bonds is there and oxygen to hydrogen covalent bonds are there. So these are the best examples of coordinated covalent bond. Now here important examples are important. Which kind of the molecules are showing double bonded? For example, NaOH na ionic bond is there, covalent bond is there. Ammonium chloride na ionic bond, covalent bond, dative bonds are there. And here ammonium boron trifluoride na covalent bond and dative bonds are there. So my dear students, everyone will focused especially in the category different kind of the examples of dative bond and covalent bond and ionic bond. Now the characteristics of coordinated covalent bond. Already I discussed in my previous session ionic bond characteristics, covalent bond characteristics. Now coordinated covalent bond characteristics. It is very very important in 2 marks point of view. And see first point, these bonds properties is between covalent to ionic. Actually the coordinated covalent bond properties is in between of the covalent bonds and ionic bond. So both nature is there, donation of electron and sharing of electron. That's why this bond properties is between covalent and ionic. These are maybe gases or liquid or solid. Generally coordinated covalent bond, they can existed either gaseous state and for example carbon monoxide gaseous state and liquid and solid. So three different states are existed in the dative bonds. Next, third important point, melting point and boiling point are lower than the ionic. So comparing to ionic, melting point, boiling point of dative bonds is very low, but higher than the covalent bond. So that is the most important here comparison in between of the covalent bonds and ionic bond with dative bond. So melting point and boiling point are lower than the ionic and but higher than the covalent, This is the third important characteristics of the dative bond. And the fourth one, they are semiconductor of electricity. Actually, you know that very well. So conductors, semiconductors. So it is act as a semiconductors, both as insulator as well as a conductor. So semiconductor of electricity. Which are the semiconductor of electricity? Generally, dative bonded molecule are act as a semiconductor of the electricity. Semiconductor of electricity. Next one, fifth point. These are sparingly soluble in the polar solvent. Sparingly means moderately soluble. These are sparingly soluble in the polar solvent like water molecule. So dative bond to all molecules sparingly soluble in the water molecule, but readily soluble in the non-polar solvent. This is also another important point. These are sparingly soluble in the polar solvents like water molecule, but readily soluble in the non-polar solvents. And sixth important point is the bond rigid and directional. So here dative bond is a directional bond. Compulsory show one direction. Rigid and directional bond. That's why it is represented one arrow mark. One arrow mark. So the bond is rigid and directional. These dative bonds show isomerism. That is the reason these dative bonds are showing the isomerism. So why it is called showing the isomerism of dative bond? Because of its rigid and directional bond. It is a directional bond. Next, last and final characteristics of the coordinated covalent bond. These solutions are fused. Masses do not allow the passage of electricity. So generally these are bad conductor of electricity. Bad conductor of electricity. It's not passing the electricity generally. So that is the most important seventh characteristics. Once again, see Nana, these bonds properties between covalent to ionic, and these are maybe gaseous, liquid and solid, and melting point and boiling point of the coordinate covalent bond lower than the ionic but higher than the covalent, and they are semiconductor of electricity. These are sparingly soluble in the polar solvent like water molecule but readily soluble in the non-polar solvent. The bond rigid and directional. This dative bond show the isomerism. The solutions of fused masses do not allow the passage of the electricity. These are the complete information regarding to dative bond, coordinated covalent bond. In my next class, I will teach formal charge. Okay, ma?